Hello friends, this I'm going to call Vanchat. I'm not sat in the driver's seat, I'm actually sat in the passenger's seat, so don't worry, I'm not driving anywhere, but clip your seatbelt on and yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a chat. So, thought while we're packed up waiting for mummy because we're taking horses today for the fun day, can't really talk much about that, but hey ho. But anyways, so I thought what I'd do is talk about the podcast, which I'm going to do every week. But what I'm also doing on the channel, this channel, Beans World 77 channel, is oh, by the way, this van that was sat in, it's had a little bit of a. It's been to see the doctor. It's the wheel nut came off, but it's back on the back, so it's all right now. It's I think it's had a couple of new tires on it. So yeah. So it's pretty good. But here's the thing. Getting back to the podcast, right? The Beans World show, right? I think a lot of people... Oh, hold on. I've dropped mummy's thing. That's no good. She'll be telling me off if that's gone down there. Yeah, I think I think you guys like the podcast. So I'm going to keep on with the podcast. I'm going to keep doing it because I think people like it. And obviously, I won't say I hate the podcast, but I think with the Beans World show, I think it gets the channel, it keeps the channel alive. It keeps, it keeps that people are obviously looking forward to something, and that's what gets my gonads rocking. That people are, they've got something to look forward to every single week, and I think that's the important thing of having the podcast and doing the podcast, and I think that's what really makes people tick. Is the fact that we've got a podcast going still. Now, I'm going to be doing a few tech stories and stuff, with Imaginary Andy and, my imaginary friends, and that's going to take a lot of work. I'm also doing a story about an imaginary gangster. I'm doing all a bit, I'm bringing the Tales to the Vaults back, but as something different. And I'm also doing just other bits and pieces, like story time videos. There's a lot of those kinds of things. It just keeps the channel going. I'm going to do the sleep paralysis documentary myself. Now, it's going to take a while to do, but at least it'll be something that people can enjoy. And I can sort of replicate it a little bit with AI, I guess. I don't know. But, it's what I'm doing. I'm writing scripts as well. The podcast, I'm writing scripts of things, like even for the podcast, I'm writing scripts for the podcast because it gives me things to talk about. As you probably don't know, or next week I've got an episode, and then the week after I've also got an episode. So I've got 2 episodes already lined up. Next week's kind of sort of heartwarming stories, of my sort of autistic world. It was difficult to do because I couldn't really think of ones that would sort of be, kind of linked with autism. So I just picked ones that I could remember. But I kind of wanted to do it to just reassure like parents and stuff like that. So but yeah, I kind of went off and started telling stories. And I think that's one thing as well. And another thing as well, I'm not trying to compare myself to any other channels. I was doing in the beginning, like with Tech World and Jared, the General Motors car guy, and I was doing like stuff like, and the channel in the beginning was really, it was really going places. But I think now it's getting difficult because trying to like review stuff and talk about stuff. So I think now I'm just doing what I feel's right for me personally, and showing off as much creativity as possible, because I think for any YouTuber that is important, and I think to build your own platform, like I have Tumblr, I still use Facebook, but Facebook for me is very different, because as a YouTube creator nowadays, if you're using Facebook as a YouTube creator, you still have to put a lot of effort in. You have to put a lot of effort in anyway, no matter what you do. Even if you're making a video, a storytime video, you still have to put effort in. I'm writing a script at the moment for the Imaginary Gangster video. Those two videos, and it's just they come from different places. I'm also doing the Battle of Blood, because I've had lots of research from watching very different videos, researching parts of the Bible, and yeah. And I don't know, I'm quite into that other sort of realm sort of stuff. I do have a Sims story coming to the channel, which happened to my friend. So it's on The Sims. Again, that's going to be a story that I script and do. And it'll take me time. Even though it's a short story, it still has a lot of effort that we want to put into it, because, it's something that happened to him on The Sims. So, yeah. And one more thing before I go as well. I really want to hear from you, the subscribers. What do you really want to see more of on the channel? Because seriously, I really try and listen to the audience, The car walkarounds, will do. Carry on doing those. Do you like the crappy AI slop videos? I don't know what people want to watch. I'll make more AI sloppy crap. Now, another bit of rule as well, I'm only taking suggestions from human beings. So if you're a bot, get out of here. I don't take suggestions from bots. Sorry. And speaking of AI, speaking of AI, I've got my character AI series coming to the channel, which everyone has asked for on Facebook. Oh. Hay fever's going. It's more summer cold vibe. The summer really doesn't do good for my nose for some strange reason. But anyway, and here's the thing, right? Just before I go. Here's a little game I want to try and play with you, right? How many of you like storytime content? Like, how many of you like the content that has been there on already? It could be the podcasts, it could be anything. You know. Oh yeah, just one last thing. The Tales from the Vault series on the Spotify creators is stopped. I've decided not to do any more just audio podcasts because the podcasts are doing better on YouTube. And I'm going to do a Patreon. Not as this video comes out, but I will do a Patreon because what I'm going to do on the Patreon is do more podcasty type content. Excuse me, and do more Tales from the Vaults podcasts. And that way I can do those behind a paywall because I'll know that people will want them, and I'll publish just that on my Patreon and not on my YouTube channel if I do a Patreon. And there will be other stuff going on my Patreon when I do a Patreon, but I'm doing Patreon for the podcast only, and that's all. There is one other thing as well. Like, I really wanted to, I don't really want to be a massive creator, but I do want this to have, a little bit of a career behind it, a little bit of, and that's why it takes a bit of effort to do what I do, right? The endless community posts that go out, the endless, whatever it is. And I do talk to other YouTubers, funnily enough. But it's not like my other channel. Because this channel, I'm trying to sort of build the world around my content. And also this channel sort of being a totally different entity to the other channel. So if I do put educational stuff on here, enjoy it. Because it's light-hearted. It's not like the other channel. When I do something on the other channel, it's not as light-hearted, usually. And not meant to be. But I have big news for the other channel as well pretty soon. Now, as for Bigo streams, I'm doing Bigo streams twice a week. But what I've decided to do with the Bigo streams is doing YouTube Q&A stuff. I'm doing a YouTube live when I can, really. I was going to do one today, but I'll do one tomorrow. I'll do a because Dana Anderson did one. She live streamed on her birthday, so I'm going to do it on mine. I'll do it on this channel. So yeah, I'll live stream tomorrow. Don't know what time I'm going to do it. But I'll live stream. And yeah. And I'm going to go because I've got nothing else to say really now. Except have a good day. And if you really enjoy this content, then keep enjoying it. YouTube is, I think it's television now for a lot of people. But yeah. And I'm going to go and yeah. Oops. Oh, sorry, little bunny. Ah. Actually, I don't think it is a bunny. Are you going to say subscribe? Subscribe, everyone. Subscribe. Subscribe and like the videos. Hold on. Let me see if I can do a full. Subscribe, everyone. Subscribe. I can't actually do it because it's... Oh, just say subscribe to all the boys and girls. Subscribe. are... It's a little cute... I don't know what it is. It's a little beanie. I can't make out what it's supposed to be, whether it's a cat or a dog or... I wonder if it's an air freshener. Air freshener teddy. Nice to have that. I'll tell you what else is in here. It's above. Is this thing. Oh no, it's not a teddy, it's a bobble hat. But it's nice and fluffy to feel. Don't really have many teddies in this van. With a switch up there, which I'm not going to press, in case it, in case it's, sets the ejector seat flying through the roof or anything. Right, well, actually, there's no ejector seats in this van. They're in my friend's car. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going bye for now. Are you trying to say goodbye again?